Now, a lot of you may be wondering, why is this girl wearing a trench coat and using a broke A ring light as a magnifying glass? Well, obviously you clicked on this video because you wanted to know. So here is your answer. This video is about my 1 a.m. epiphany last night about finding or cracking the algorithm. I could be wrong, but based off of these tips and how I push my channel going further will prove if I'm right or wrong. I'm pretty sure you clicked on this video because you're like me. Everything you're trying to do or all the videos you watch from other YouTubers to give advice to small channels isn't working. Nothing that you're doing is working. So you've come to the right place. I was dressed like that and used my ring light as a magnifying glass because I've been searching, doing my detective work to find out what I am doing wrong or what I need to do in order to boost my channel growth, SEO, and anything else. But before I get into that, I am going to give you some tips, things I realized while trying to grow my channel. So today we have my handy dandy notebook and my pen from work that I by accident on purpose stole from work. So let's get right into it. Number 1, sub for sub does not work. I don't know who started this whole sub for sub thing works. Do it if you want to get to your first 100 subs. That's a lie. It is totally a lie. And I really feel like more and more people every day are beginning to realize that. Sub for sub does not work because of the simple fact that it's an eye for an eye technique. And with YouTube growth, you can't use an eye for an eye techniques. Why? Because there are certain people on the internet, certain people in these Facebook groups, certain people even in your YouTube group chats, okay, who are like, okay, sub for sub, but if you're not subbing to me, I'm not subbing to you. Not only that, but everybody might not take sub for sub as seriously as you take sub for sub, okay? And what I mean by that is that some people may just click subscribe and never watch your video. That's one type of sub for subber. The second type of sub for subber is the people who believe that if you just watch 2 minutes of their content and then subscribe, YouTube won't see it as, you know, spam or a bot page or whatever. False. Is not true. Only way it will work is if you are genuinely watching and engaging with the person's content. Okay, that is how you are a legit subscriber. That is why some people's subscriber count can get to like 100 in a day, and then you wake up the next morning and it's at 50. It happened to me. So sub for sub does not work. So if you're doing sub for sub right now, please stop, because it'll never get you the engagement that you want. You can have the numbers, but without the engagement, the numbers mean nothing. Always remember that. Number 2, this is a really important note for anybody who's just starting YouTube, and I honestly had to, you know, keep this in mind myself. Accept the fact that this will take time if you don't want to be a one and done YouTuber. And what I mean by a one and done YouTuber is you here today and gone tomorrow. Overnight success. You have a big hit and everybody likes your channel, or everybody likes that one specific video. But if you don't keep going with that same content, people are going to be like, okay, what's next? Where's the pizzazz? This type of stuff takes time. You have to keep building and creating and putting out legit, authentic. We're going to touch on authentic later, but legit, authentic, entertaining or useful information on your channel. Or if it's neither of the options that I have listed, you have to find your niche. Hold on. That leads me into the next tip. Find your niche, okay? Find your niche and stick to it, because niche, whatever, tomato, potato. You have to find your niche and stick to it, because once you find it, you will start to draw in the specific people who are looking for the type of content that you are creating. So regardless of if it's useful information or not, if these are people who are looking for how to clip your toenails at 1 a.m., if you're putting out content about how to clip your toenails at 1 a.m., despite the fact that a lot of people may not, find that as useful as, that person may think, there are some people in the world who are looking for this type of content. And if they're typing in how to clip your toenails at 1 a.m. and you have all of these tags under your video, you're going to pop up in their search. And then they're going to say, oh, well, I've never seen this person's channel for how to clip your toenails at 1 a.m. Let me click on their page and see what this is about. And then before you know it, they'll be sharing your video and your channels with their how to clip your toenails at 1 a.m. friends. And boom, now you're building a fan base. Back to the last point. Accepting the fact that this will take time. Patience is another key factor in YouTube. You cannot expect to have overnight success, okay? It's unrealistic. Maybe 1 in 10 people maybe will experience this overnight growth success, but you really have to be creating content that is not even necessarily popular, but that's really useful. That's something people are looking for every single day, that somebody will go on YouTube and search for every single day. Or you have to build a community. That's important as well. You can't have a YouTube channel with no community, with no, following. You can have the numbers all day long, but like I said, if there's no engagement, YouTube will not pick you up and push you out. That is the goal. That's what you need to be looking towards. Yes, if you want to be monetized, you need to get the 4K watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers. But ultimately, I feel like if you focus on putting out good quality content or sticking to your niche and putting out just, content that's centered around your niche and it's a popular thing, YouTube will push it out, especially if it's good. Especially if people are watching it. Have a good foundation. And what I mean by foundation is have a good support group, YouTube group chat, or just YouTube friends in general. That's very important. While you're doing your sub for sub and while you're doing your watch time for watch time, you need to be collecting allies. I don't know, that sounds very menace. What I'm talking about, like evil scientist-ish. You need to be assembling your Avengers. That is the best way for me to say it. Assemble your Avengers. Okay? You need people who either have similar niches to you or the same, because it will benefit everybody in the support group chat, or YouTube fan base, or Avengers group. Okay? If you all are doing the same or similar things, you can brainstorm with each other, swap ideas, help the other person's growth. Because the thing about it is, if you guys are a tightly knit support group, once one person blows up and YouTube recognizes that all of you guys are connected, or all of you guys' channels are similar in some shape, form, or fashion, YouTube will by default bring you up with them. Just off the strength that you're related to this person that is, shooting up and out and exponentially with their YouTube channel growth. It's happened. Watch a lot of these big time YouTubers and click on YouTube channels that are either similar to or related to their channels and look and compare the numbers. You will see it. This is not using somebody, especially if you guys are making a joint effort to help each other. And I'm pretty sure the person that you're working with, when they blow up, won't be shysty and be like, oh no, this is only my growth, especially if you're working with good people. So that's important too. Make sure you're working with good, genuine people and not people who just want to use you for what you know. Make sure as much as you're putting out into them, they're putting in back to you. That's very important, because if you're just working with people who are just there to pick up ideas off you and they never give any advice or never help you with anything, 9 times out of 10, they're using you. So that's important. Oh, so important. TubeBuddy is your best friend. Learn how to use it. So I have to take this time to shout out my buddy, Violet Africa. Such a smart lady. Such a smart lady. This lady figured out how to use TubeBuddy and used it to her benefit. I swear to God, like, I subscribed to her and I think she was maybe at like 100 subs. It was not that long ago, like maybe a week, and I feel like that's an overstatement. Maybe like I've been subscribed to her for maybe about 5 days, and I've been watching her channel, and she made this YouTube video about SEO and TubeBuddy and how to raise your search optimization. Laid it all out. The video is an hour long, but I promise you, my friends, it is very worth it. I watched it myself, and I even see a difference in my numbers, like a big difference. And I'm talking views, not even subs. I'm not sure what it is. I really think the algorithm has picked her up, because every day her subs are getting up and up and up and up and up, and she is doing the thing. Violet, I am proud of you. I am rooting for you, okay? I am rooting for you. If you guys want to watch that video, I definitely will link it below so you guys can go watch it. It's very beneficial, and if you watch the whole hour, I guarantee you can see results. I can guarantee you, like, it worked for me. Like, go watch the video. Download TubeBuddy from the App Store, and basically it tracks your progress with subs and watch time. I feel like the best part about TubeBuddy is when you're doing your tags, you can explore. So search keywords that have to do with your video, and they will give you this long list of tags that TubeBuddy feel is related to the video that you're posting. Aside from that, they can give you suggested tags they feel like will go with your video that you're posting. And the more tags that you the more tags that you put in the tags, does that make sense? I hope you guys know what I mean by that. But the more tags that you put in your tags, also make sure the tags that you have in your tags match the tags in your description. That's very important as well. Are you writing these things down? Why don't you have this notebook? Do you see all of these notes that I have? Write this down. Write it down now. Make sure the tags that you have in your tags matches the tags you have in your description. That's very important. And the tags that you have in your tags and description have to resonate with something that you're doing in your video. So the algorithm will see, hey, this person tagged this and put this in the description, and it matches their video content. Ding, 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 ding. All right, is this useful information? Oh yeah, it is. Ding, 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 ding. Let's pick them up and take them under our wing and push out their content. Ultimately, this is what you want to happen. This is what you want to happen. You want YouTube to begin to push out your content, because regardless of if you have 1 subscriber or 500 subscribers, if YouTube sees that you're putting out useful information and it's true to the tags in your description, they are going to push it out. And the more YouTube pushes out your content, the more subscribers and watch time you will gain. So it's a win-win situation. I feel like, water break. I feel like we get so caught up in seeing these bigger YouTubers and their fame and in their glory that we just immediately jump to making a channel and imitating what they do. Wrong. Be yourself. Be authentic. That's the next tip. Be yourself. Because number one, people can tell when you're not really being yourself and you're trying too hard, and it's not a good look. People can really tell. And I'm going to make another video about that, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to make another video about being yourself and all of that. People can tell when you're not being authentic, and sometimes it's kind of cringy. Like, I've even watched certain videos where I might have been trying a little bit too hard to entertain, and it was like, I can't even really watch that video no more. Like, girl, what was you doing? So definitely be yourself. Get comfortable with being in front of the camera. Get comfortable with talking to yourself. If you're entertaining, People are gonna like it. People are gonna draw to you. You're not gonna have to try too hard. So just be yourself. Be authentic. Be you. That's what draws people to all of these big YouTubers. Do you think they're getting in front of the camera, putting on a mask and a costume and makeup every day because, you know, that's not who they are? No, that's who they are. And that's why they get picked up. And that's why people watch them, because people see, okay, this person is being true to themselves and providing good content. Oh, yes, 100% subscribing. If somebody sees that you're trying to be something that you're not, they're definitely going to be like, okay, this is cringy. I'm not going to watch this. This is like, not it. So be yourself. And if you feel like you're not that entertaining, then I don't know. It's either you have it or you don't. Not to be rude, I just have to be honest with you guys. Either you have it or you don't. So don't compare your progress to other people. This is the quickest way to get unmotivated. It happened to me plenty of times. When it's your time, it will be your time and you will know. Even if you see somebody whose growth is exponentially on the rise, it doesn't mean that you're not good, especially if their niche is not the same as yours. You don't know what type of work this person has been putting in, how long they've been trying to, get this type of growth on YouTube, the amount of hours they spend putting into their craft, the type of products that they use, what they're being exposed to be able to have the ability to get these numbers. Like, you never know. So never compare your YouTube growth to anybody else's, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody's personality is different, and everybody's approach is different. YouTube just might prefer the approach that this person has, or they just might have gotten down how to crack the algorithm before you did. And there is nothing wrong with that. You personally just have to take the time to figure it out for yourself. And it will help you on your journey. It will help you learn to know who you are as a person by digging deep and finding things to promote, or content to create for your channel that will bring in certain people. So never compare your growth to anybody else's. That's the first quickest way to get unmotivated. Like I said earlier, write things down. You guys see I have my handy dandy notebook with all of these with all of these notes so far. And that's just the beginning of this notebook. I have so many loose pieces of paper with notes scribbled down. Write everything down. Research things you don't know. That's what YouTube is for. Find things we don't have knowledge on and get the answer. The answers are out there. You just have to find it, look for it, search it up, watch the video, take notes. Everybody wants this get rich quick scheme of plans of things to make it on YouTube, and that's not how it works. That's going to cause you to want to quit because it's not happening as fast as you think. You have to be patient. So I hope this video was useful and was helpful. Again, I will link my friend Violet's video in the description box if you guys want a full detail on how to use TubeBuddy. And if you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.